Hello, this is Kamlegia Jonathan. Today we are going to talk about inverse of matrix. Basically, we are going to look at a 2 by 2 matrix and see how we can find its inverse. Take an example. If I have a matrix A, this matrix A, it is A, B, C, and D. And they want me to find the inverse of matrix. Inverse of matrix is that one. That's how I write an inverse, A minus 1. To get inverse, what you're going to do, you're going to get 1 out of date of A, then times the adjoint of A, the adjoint of A. I think in our previous videos we looked at on how we can find the date of a matrix, and then you're going to we added a new concept of getting the adjoint of A. Basically, to get the adjoint, we know to get our date of A, we saw that we get the major diagonal, which is A, D. We subtract off the minor diagonal, which is C and B, and we get our adjoint. In this case, our adjoint of the expression, the adjoint of A, you're going to change the numbers in the major diagonal. They're going to change position. You're going to have D and A, whereas the numbers in the minor diagonal, they're going to change sign. It's going to be now negative C and negative B. If these numbers are positive, they become negative. If they are negative, they become positive. That's what we call an adjoint. That's basically we can integrate in that information. If you try to put in a real value numbers, I take an example. If my matrix A is 2, 1, 1, and 1, and they want us to find the inverse of matrix A, what you're going to do basically here, you're going to apply in the concept, and this is how you're going to do this. I'll start by getting my date of that matrix, date of A. In that case, my major diagonal, it's going to be 2 times 1, and then I subtract off my minor diagonal, which is 1 times 1. Therefore, my date of A in that case is going to be 2 minus 1. Therefore, date of A is going to be a 1. By doing that, I've got my value of date as 1. Therefore, let me try to get my adjoint of that same matrix. The adjoint, in this case, the adjoint, it's going to turn out to be here you're going to change position. These numbers, they change position. It's going to be now 1, 2. We close the bracket. Now these ones, they change sign. It's going to become negative 1 and negative 1. That's my adjoint. If I have my adjoint, then I'm going to apply in my formula of A of the determinant. Here, I'll come here and I will say, if I try to apply in that formula of my determinant, it implies that my A inverse will turn out to be 1 out of 1 times the adjoint in this case, which is 1, negative 1, negative 1, and 2. Close the bracket. Therefore, my A inverse, it will turn out to be 1 out of 1 is the same as 1 into bracket, negative into bracket. It will be a positive, 1, negative 1, negative 1, and 2. Therefore, I'll conclude and I'll say, I'll put a conclusion answer here. My A inverse, in that case, it will be the same as 1, negative 1, negative 1, and 2. By doing that,